Hey, I was thinking about this morning when I was starting over shooting this one because it didn't come out right.
Okay.
Hey, Ronald.
How you doing, Ronnie?
I am doing great. In fact, I'm doing so well because this morning my son came to me and he said, "Dad, do I use an electric razor or do I use a manual razor?" And I said, "I didn't know we were there yet, but now we are, and I got decisions to make."
Man, that's a big life decision.
Totally.
Yeah, I think we should talk about that.
I love the topic. Let's do it.
Woo, life decisions, Ronnie. I mean, are you ready for this, Dad? Are you gonna what are you gonna tell him?
I already told him. I said, listen, there are pros and cons of using every type of razor. I go, but we live in the 21st century.
Right.
And there's no reason why you would use anything but an electric razor. It just doesn't make sense. I explained to him that when you think about shaving and you see little people with like toilet paper on their face, that is because they use a manual razor.
Yeah.
I would like you to meet Styles, my oldest. Styles is of the age that he is now wanting to shave, and he has, for some unknown, possibly unwilling reason, has decided to let Ronald and Ronnie do the shaving. So we are here.
And I'm not doing the blade, I can tell you that. He's not my kid.
Ronald's
I'm not
gonna
taking the risk. I'll do the electric.
The electric.
Yes.
I'm gonna do the blade, and Styles here is gonna tell us which one he likes better. Oh,
whoa, this
Oh my god.
Alright.
Don't give it sideburns though, he likes those.
Oh yeah. Alright. Oh yeah.
Does it hurt?
No.
Oh hey, it actually some hair came off. Let's do the chin.
Oh, little Billy Goat chin. Let's get that. How's
Yeah.
it feel, Styles?
You're better.
Alright, mustache. How do you do the mustache? I thought you were growing out your mustache. That was my understanding. Alright, let me get the sideburns here. A little bit more. Oh, I found some more hair there. Yeah. Alright. Alright, check it out. How does it feel?
Alright, feel it? Feel it? How's that good?
Smooth.
I've been using an electric razor for 20 some years. I got one as a gift. My life just changed. You know, I've got like the 3 like spinny things.
Totally.
Yeah, and now if I need to shave, I need to touch up later in the day, or like, well, you can basically shave anywhere. You don't have the fuss and muss of like shaving cream and the water and everything else with, you know, and then the blades, the disposable blades.
Well, yeah, I mean, first off, that's the number one thing. Like, there's a whole lot of reasons why I think a electric razor is better, but let's think about this. We're taking a surgical steel blade without any training whatsoever, or sorry, the dad training.
Right.
We're supposed to now take this thing to our face to get a smooth shave. Like, the logic in this just doesn't make any sense.
No, I don't. Yeah, no, you make a great point.
All right, so we're gonna put
Less chance of scarring.
this on here. Look that way, please. All right, we're gonna get a little bit of this on here. Oh, brother. Yeah, so we got a little.
This is a real test if
See,
a blade is any
part
better
of the
than
problem
electric.
with shaving cream is it's very hard to deal with. You have to constantly clean yourself to be able to do anything, and it's not very environmentally friendly.
We should have had this on the clock because I did half his face before we even got the shaving cream on.
All right, Stas, you ready for this? Don't move because your mom will never forgive me if I cut you in half.
Any scar will be an improvement.
How does that feel?
It's scarier.
Stop talking.
Stop.
Hold on. Oh.
Oh dang!
Oh.
I felt some skin fly off of there.
Oh. Okay, look up.
Oh, no more chin.
That's pretty smooth looking, I have to admit. That's pretty good handiwork.
Done?
I see a little blood, but that's okay. It'll grow back. Just clean you off and see how we did. All right, feel it. Feel the sides.
I mean, it's about the same.
As a kind of a new shaver into the world, is there any advice that you would give?
Just get an electric one.
You know, they have those TV commercials where it's all about like, ooh, look how soft, and like that skin is so soft. Okay, nobody cares about having your skin like that baby soft. And if someone did care, touch it up with your electric razor before you see that person. But the fashion nowadays, it's beard or stubble anyway.
And even if they do care, for all the men out there, like how long does that matter? 5 hours?
Right.
6 hours? That's why they call it 5 o'clock shadow. It's not gonna matter at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, and what about all those like disposable blades? I mean, there's just more things to recycle, more things to fill up the landfills. I mean, not environmentally friendly at all.
No, and you know what's going to happen is thousands of years from now, when we're extinct from something that hits the earth or who knows what happens, there are going to be people rummaging around going, "What kind of people were these?" And they're like, "Ah, dang it! I cut my hand. Like these are terrible people leaving traps behind."
Back when I used those things, I never knew when I was supposed to switch it until, to your point about the nicks, and then I get a nick and I was like, okay, I guess I got to throw my blade away, and then I look at it, the thing is like filled with hair, and I mean, what a nightmare.
I used to go to a public jail gym early in the morning until I was completely mortified at what I saw, which is a totally different story. But there are the people who shave with a regular razor in a community bathroom, and they leave hair all over the counter, all over the sink, all over the floor. It's gross.
Yeah.
Like the great thing about the electric is they have things to catch the little hair, so they don't go everywhere for everyone else's amusement. You do have to replace the heads on electric razors.
Yeah, if you have the 3 things, you're supposed to rotate them around or replace the heads, or I don't really grow that much facial hair. It takes a while to grow. So it really doesn't have to happen that often. Changing out the blades. I mean, it's like for me, I think it's probably once a year.
My favorite though is when you go to like a barber shop. They make it like this purist thing. Like if you're really a purist, you use a blade. And I think to myself, well, how much of a purist are you? Because, I don't know, do you take a horse and buggy to get to your store, or do you take a car because it was invented? Just like an electric razor. Sure, it had a point, the blade, back before electric razors were invented, but once they came around, why use them?
I think that's probably the only place to have like a straight blade, because you got a trained person who's been certified, that knows what they're doing, that you're not doing it yourself. And also, it's a great place to socialize. Okay, what about traveling? You know, I gotta travel a bit for work. I know you do that too. If you're trying to stuff like shaving cream in that little tiny Ziploc, I mean, it's just more maintenance. It goes everywhere, or you can't even fit it in there. For me, an electric shaver is gonna be so much better for the environment, better for everybody, and much more convenient. I think it's a scam now. I think these businesses are just trying to keep a business model up by selling more plastic products that are disposable, so you're forced to go buy it again. There's no functional purpose to having disposable razors.
The other thing is like the water. How much water do you have to leave it on? Because if you've never shaved, you gotta take the thing, you gotta tap it against the thing, get the little hairs off of it, keep shaving. The water's running for a good 3 or 4 minutes the entire time. To Ronald's point about the travel, like when you put a razor into your bag, it's almost like you're kind of reaching in there, hoping not to lose a finger as you're trying to grab a blade.
And then they have those little plastic covers that are supposed to protect that thing, but they pop right off.
You know, I want to circle back to the barbershop thing, because you brought up an example about they're certified, which I agree. Barbers, you do a phenomenal job. You are certified with a blade. However, what you're not certified with is how to cauterize wounds. And this is my thing. I would never go into a surgery center and be like, hey, doctor, will you cut me open, without knowing full well that if he cuts me open, he can put me back together and I can walk out of there without blood scooting everywhere. I don't know. Like, let's say the barber is just trimming you and they sneeze, or something catches their eye, or somebody walks in with like, I don't know, asks a question, all of a sudden they do a little thing, and all of a sudden you got like, you're spewing blood out of your artery here. What are they gonna do? Like, they're like, oh gosh, call a doctor. Dude, you got a blade. Why are you not certified?
I actually have had the straight blade shave, so I think it was like the first or second time I was in Las Vegas. I thought it was like this cool thing to do. This was a number of years ago, so I went to a barber. I was like scared the whole time with that blade on my neck. I was like, I thought this would be a relaxing thing, like getting a massage, and it was gonna be so nice, getting a shave, and all I was thinking was like, this dude's like millimeters from killing me right now.
And let's say he didn't like you. You didn't know that.
And then afterwards, sure, I got a close shave, but I didn't have much skin left. Let's be real about it. And you know, then there's like the nicks and everything. I'm like, okay, now that's when the electric shaver, I was so thankful I got that thing.
Well, Ronald did say he doesn't have much hair, so I think it was kind of like the Coming to America movie. Guy grabbed the one hair, he's like, okay, sir, $30, please. Women, men, whatever. If you shave, what do you think? Like, do you use electric? Do you use a manual? Why? We'd love to hear your input.
Leave your comments down below. Keep it PG rated, and we'll see you next time. Ronnie, see you later.
I gotta go get a shave on.
Yeah, I'm getting my electric.